Hi guys and hi club sporters, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm going to be talking to you about König wheels and my advanced cooperation with WIBORG engineering. So, we all talk a lot about wheels, we all talk about rims, what looks better, what acts better, and since the GR Yaris came out, it's also been a very big problem to find motorsport grade wheels that had also the right weight and characteristics to work on this car. So, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on and like this video because it will help me bring more content to you. Let's get into it. So, first things first, we're talking of König wheels. The very famous brand for many, maybe less for others, but I would like to give you some insider data that is very interesting. So, König is actually a company owned by Chinese holding YHI Group that you may know owns all the best wheel producing companies, let's say most of them in the world. So they own Avanti Racing, they own NK, they own the Italian Ozetta racing wheels, and therefore collectively together they have something like the biggest palmarès of Formula One and Rally Championships won worldwide for years. So this is really a very, very strong pedigree. This ownership gave them the possibility of exchanging data between these companies. As you know, Ozetta Racing, König, NK, the best companies out there basically, and using all the best know-how from each company to help the other one in order to come out with products that have basically very few or no rivals around the world. And how was this possible? And let's get into the product itself. So, this is a Hypergram wheel. This is a specific GR Yaris fitment, and we have various fitments through WIBORG engineering in Europe that are already proven and that work very well. The master fitment is 18 by 9.5, and this is a fitment you can use with 255 or 265-35 tires, and with our compound tires it's the perfect fitment for track days. Of course, you want to make sure you have the WIBORG front arms, otherwise you're going to lose all the gains, and you have to have the right suspension to work on this, and WIBORG can help you with this too, or other brands that are on the market. And on top of this, we have some variant of these settings. For example, the wheel I have here is always 18-inch, but the channel is 8.5J. So that is 0.5J wider than the stock rims. Also, the fitment is ET35 as opposed to the 9.5J, the track day fitment that has the same as stock original ET45 that, let's say, is the best of the two worlds. In this case, we trade off a bit of scrub radius with ET35, and between the ET, that is 10 millimeters more, and the half an inch more width in the channel, we do get mechanical grip, and we do get almost the exact exterior fitting, very flush in the fenders. That looks very good, almost the same, 2 millimeters less than the 9.5 wheels, always in 18. Also, there's another good proven fitment for the GR Yaris that is 17 by 9. So, before I go further, The Hypergram wheel is a wheel that may not need any presentation, but I have to say it, this wheel has won from, with WIBORG itself, the time attack championships and many championships in the world, both on track and in drift. And the reason for this is the technology that lies within this wheel, how this wheel is produced. So, technology-wise, we have three major kinds of wheels. There is the simply cast wheel, there is the flow-formed wheel, and there is then the forged wheel. So, how do these three work? The cast wheel comes out of a mold. It's obviously aluminium cast wheel, and coming out of the mold, it is just received some finishings and the wheel is ready to ship. Therefore, the time employed is less. The flow-formed wheel, like in this case, we will come to in a moment, and the forged wheel instead is forged by a block of aluminium and it's worked by CNC machines. So this is, in many occasions, it's the utmost best possibility you can get, apart from, let's say, carbon wheels that have problems to their own, but it's also the highestly expensive possibility. So when we're talking about ajclubsport, we're always talking of getting the highest possible real-world quality products for the best price, and this is what it is, flow-forming technology. So in what way is it different from casting? So this wheel also comes out from casting, therefore aluminium was poured in a mold, but in fact, in this case, the mold was narrower. Let's make an example. Say that the objective is to build a 10-inch wide rim. In the case of casting, traditional casting, they will just make a cast for a 10-inch rim. And in case of a flow-formed wheel, they will make a casting of 7 inches. Then, once it's cast, the piece comes out and it goes into a flow-forming machine. To make it very simple, there are some rollers that work in the channel of the wheel in this way. Imagine some huge and very hard, like wheels from rollerblades. And what happens is that going back and forth, they basically widen the rim itself while recombining the molecular structure of the aluminium. Therefore, the aluminium becomes not only thinner, but it has a more equal distribution in its molecular structure, and this makes it, on one side, stronger, but on the other side, it also makes it more elastic. And why would I want an elastic wheel? Well, because when you crash into a bump or a pothole, what happens is, in this case, if you have elasticity, the wheel material has the property of moving in, contracting a bit, and then bouncing back to its original position. And in the unfortunate event of a big off the track or an accident or what have you, where an impact would destroy any wheel, it is more probable that a flow-form wheel will just distort its initial shape, but still maintain its general shape. So it can bend and still keep you on the road while you're trying to stop your car to finish the event. So this is what is very good. And can you imagine, in this specific wheel, 8.5, we have a wheel that is half an inch wider than the stock one, and it weighs only 8.3 kilograms. This is the same or lighter than the stock BBS on the GR Yaris. And even more incredible, the 9.5 wide wheel, okay, the perfect track day wheel, only weighs 8.7 kilograms. So it's almost the same weight, but you're getting tons of grip with those 255 or 265 tires. It's just incredible. And the design of them is beautiful. You can see they are machined all here in the center. The spokes are designed in a way to be strong but as small as possible while extracting the hot air from the brakes by design. The rim lip is very, very aggressive, and also in the inside you can see that exactly they have taken away all the material from around the mounting face in order to make them much, much lighter. In fact, you see how I can move them. Not an issue. Another very, very important thing to these wheels, the center cap. The center cap is in aluminium. I used stock wheels, and I used, for example, other wheels like the OZs that I have, and they're a pain in the ass because every time my tire shop is in a rush, what they do is they put the wheel on the balancing machine, and they use the balancing machine's shaft to pop the wheel cover out. And with the plastic ones, every other time they break. They have some little ribs inside, and these break, and I have to buy the kit of all 4 of them for over €50, and that is really not nice. In this case, like in true motorsport wheels, you can either not use these at all or use them with 3 simple screws and have them aluminium, and these will last as long as the car. Also, you have an option of inserting the König logo that is very cool in black like this, or just taking this and using it like your template and write on it your name or the GR logo or whatever you prefer. So this is also a very cool thing. Obviously, they've got the fitting rims on the car side, and you can use them with these wheels in all the measurements. You can use them with the stock lug bolts, so no big job to be done there. And work of art, let me show you here. WIBORG Engineering makes installation kits with lug bolts, starting from the smallest version. It is a 2-piece part with the logo here. It's beautifully made, I can tell you in first person. And these are made also in the long version, as you see here. And the long version, for example, come out a bit further in the wheel, just like so, depending on what you like most. And also there is a choice of color for these, so you can have them in the golden, you can have them in the blue, and you can have them very cool in this like titanium-like finish that I like very much for myself. I'll try to showcase these even later. And then I have also the black version of the long bolts that I think are just beautiful. And they're full channel bolts on both sides, always 2 pieces. And they are just a work of art. You know how much I like well-engineered parts and beautiful. And for this we call the installation kit. So, since you are a subscriber because you have subscribed to ajclubsport, what happens is that from today you can go onto WIBORG Engineering site, just clicking at the link in the description and using the discount code of ajclubsport that is just below here, and get 10% off the rims plus this beautiful installation kit for free. So you just put the discount code in the shop and you automatically applied, and they automatically will give you the fitting kit for free. And this is how good it is today to be my subscriber. Of course, the wheels come in various colors and everything, so you can choose what you like. And about another very important thing, regulations. You know, I get so many emails and questions from you guys on TUV. So TUV approval on these wheels is for, so the wheel itself is now approved with VIA and JWL, and other applications like the Mazda Miata MX-5 are already TUV approved in Europe thanks to WIBORG, that is also approving more versions, including the GR Yaris ones. So this is done. The wheel itself is worthy of approval, and they're doing the bureaucracy also for those TUV countries. So I will not talk about prices, but you check it out on the site and compare it to other brands, and let me know what you think about the quality for the product that is a full motorsport wheel as opposed to other brands, because I'm pushing this because, as usual, intellectually, I believe this is one of the best solutions you can find out there, bar none, because price, quality, weight, and just nothing like it, guys. So I would say, yeah, I'm gonna get these on in the next days, and I would like to show you how they're on the car and also do a driving test of these. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's pouring with rain. I just went downstairs. I don't know if I have some rain on me, but I hope there will be some better rain, better weather in the next days in order to make a video within the car and some nice pictures of the car itself, some shots of outside. But I'll keep you posted with this, and I'll get back to you. So have a great one, and I hope you all well. Bye now.